But look at this, guys. We got the freaking Eiffel Tower. Oui, s'il vous plaît, have a baguette. And I'm going to give you some head. Good morning, guys, and welcome to another vlog. We are just now leaving Egypt. We're headed to Paris, France. I see your underpants. London, Paris, Amsterdam, yeah, I'm overseas. She gonna suck my soul I need, yeah, she on her knees. Inhale, exhale, yeah, breathe. 12, ask me what's that smell, yeah, weed. Anyways, we're on our way to Paris. This was a unexpected pit stop on our way back home to the States, to Miami. It feels like I don't even live in the United States anymore, and honestly, it feels great. The United States sucks, guys, is what I learned from doing all this traveling. The United States sucks. The people there suck. Everything there sucks. The foreigners were right. No, let me take that back. Being a US citizen is amazing. However, everything else in all the other countries are just better. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're going to Paris. We're headed to get on a jet. It's kind of a long flight because we're in Luxor right now, and we are taking a PJ because there's no like commercial flights from Luxor to Paris directly. And the best bet that we would have to do would be a 3-flight layover. We would have to fly from here to Cairo to somewhere else, then get to Paris, which is just stupid. And then the other option was to fly private from Luxor to Cairo because there's no commercial direct flights from Luxor to Cairo, at least not when I checked. And then from Cairo to London, then London to Miami. So instead, we're chopping this down to just 2 flights. We're going Luxor to Paris, private, and then Paris to Miami, commercial. So that's the game plan that we have set out. We're gonna spend like a night or 2 in Paris, check it out. With that being said, let's head to Paris. Truck to the plane, to the truck to the hotel lobby. Me, I move through underground garages. Oh my gosh, guys, we're going to Paris. You know what that means. Cue up the song N-Words in Paris. Boss so hard, motherfuckers trying to find me. First, gotta find me. What's 50 grand cool, motherfucker like me? 50 find me. Boom, turn that into a mixtape, Eric. When I look at you like this shit gravy. Fall so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even Pope be here. Fall so hard since we here. And I'm already bored. The one bad thing with the long private jet flights, there's no Wi-Fi, so I'm just like spinning around in my chair. Just spinning around. Just spinning. Wait, how do I do this? Hold on. Here we go. Let me spin. Okay, we're kind of stuck here. Anyways, we're gonna eat some food and then try and just sleep because there's nothing else to do. Alright guys, we got our food. I already tried it. It tastes like a regular hamburger. We have like 4 hours left. We're currently above Italy right now, as you guys can see right here on this map. We're at like the top end of the boot. So we should be getting to Paris in like an hour, which is pretty nice. I've just been reading this entire time, pretty much, and I really want to recommend every single one of you guys read this book. This book is awesome. It's been like pretty super in line with everything that I've been doing this year in terms of just like mental mastery. I've done a couple vlogs where I've kind of talked about like how I've been able to get myself mentally prepared to go out and smash all my goals that I always set out and always end up hitting pretty much on a yearly basis. And this is pretty much just like a book about how all that stuff is possible. So Psycho Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, I think. This book, I mean, it's kind of reintroducing or re-talking about stuff that I already know, but it's always great to get like a different perspective, because I don't know, it's different when you're in a position that I'm in, where it's like you know what you have to do in order to get to the places that you need to go. You know how to think in order to get to the places that you need to go. And
you're kind of just only constricted by time, where your efforts are best spent on a day-to-day basis. And then also just like there's only 24 hours. What you decide to do with all those 24 hours really dictates where you're going to be in life, because every single day, every single action that you take on a daily basis is going to lead you to be the person that you eventually are going to become in 5 years. So 5 years from now, you can't be complaining about the life that you're living because the current version of you failed to take action. So that's how I like to think about life, and that's how a lot of other successful entrepreneurs like to think about life. They really look 5 years in the future and they say the actions that I take today are going to dictate the person that I am in the future. And I think that's a great way to live life. But also on top of that, this kind of talks about like how thoughts dictate action. This is super relatable in trading as well. You know, people always say, you know, like 90% of trading is psychology. And in this book, actually, this person probably doesn't know anything about trading, and they're talking about how psychology has everything to do with sales. Psychology has everything to do with golfing. Matter of fact, there's a story in here where they talk about a very famous golfer pretty much saying that 90% of golf is psychology. And when I was reading that, I just kind of laughed to myself, and I'm like, yeah, this is applicable to pretty much every single skill set. Like, you know what you have to do, you know when to execute, you know how you're supposed to act, you know the movements that you're supposed to do, but what always gets in our way? It's these mental blocks, it's these limiting beliefs, it's the way that we think about certain things. That's what stops us from getting to where we want to be or who we want to become. And the second that we can get rid of those limiting beliefs and kind of open up our mind to the fact that literally anything is possible in this life as long as we put our brains to it, and as long as we have a goal and, you know, pretty much convince ourselves that one, that goal is definitely able to be accomplished, because we as humans have done so much, and a single human has been able to do so much. And to be honest, your goals are far smaller than what a single human has ever been able to do in their lifetime. Like, we as humans have been able to build a freaking plane to take us from country to country. We have built freaking nuclear weapons, you know, and you're telling me that you can't go out and learn a skill that is going to help change your life or your family's life, right? There's individual humans that have literally changed the course of humanity, and you're telling me that you can't change the course of your own life. You're always your worst enemy. Like, I always find myself putting myself in a worse mood. I always find myself getting down on myself when literally like the rest of the world is cheering me on, and the rest of the world is looking at me and saying like, you know, like everything is going great in your life, versus like from my perspective, or sometimes I put myself down in this book, and literally just like reading and getting like a second perspective on everything and kind of looking at yourself in a third person point of view is always going to be a better perspective, because, you know, we always look at the negatives in our life, and it should be the other way around. We should always be looking at the positives. We should always be looking at things in a positive perspective, because what we focus on becomes our reality. And if you focus on the happy things in your life, then you're going to be happy. If you focus on all the things that are going right in your life, then more things are going to go right. Think that you're the luckiest person in the world, then just good luck is going to fall into your hands every single day. That's why I got lucky tattooed on my arm, because that's something that I've told myself ever since I got into like this law of attraction manifestation shit. Is like, I tell myself, or try and tell myself every single day, I'm the luckiest person on earth, because if that's the case, then everything's going to go according to plan. Everything is going to happen in my favor. All the best case scenarios are always going to play out, and I'm always going to be on the winning side. So there's some words of wisdom as we're about to touch down into Paris.
Uh-oh, we are in different territory than the Middle East now, boys. Look at that. Snow caps on snow caps. This shit reminds me of Utah. Look at this, bruh.
This is where the woolly mammoths live.
Oh, wait, that's a bad window. Go on this side. Oh, bro. What the heck? You guys can't see that well, the sun is shining, but bro, look at that. If I go do then why can't you?
Meanwhile, I'm like burning up in this plane. It's like that's Mount Everest, bro, with the Yetis. Imagine if we saw a Yeti.
Bro,
turn that light off. Let's get that all out of here. I hope France isn't snowing. Is France supposed to be snowing? Oh, 50 degrees. Light work, baby.
And raining.
What? It's raining?
Not tomorrow, though. Okay, let's play Go Fish.
Alright. See you guys in France.
Buried at the mall. I said, look, you need to crawl for your bar. Come and meet me in the bathroom style. We show you why you deserve to have it all.
London, Paris, Amsterdam, overseas. Oh, I forgot that this is how these European Joshies do it. The European loafies. We got our things all strapped up. Literally raining out and I'm in a tank top because the plane was high-key burning. Anyways, I literally have like sweat stains on my ass.
That she cray, that she cray. Ain't it Jay? What she order? What she order? Fish fillet. Yo, whip so cold, so cold. This whole thing.
Boys, we made it. Alright guys, Bulgari, Paris room tour. So it's not as extravagant as all the other places that we've been, but pretty simple. We got a nice little king bed here, nice little workstation that I probably won't be working on because the markets are closed, and we get a nice little balcony with a view of all this stuff. It's a pretty big balcony actually. Most of the time hotel balconies are pretty small. And then we I just kind of appreciate all the nice furniture in here. All this stuff is just very high end. Oh damn, I'm fucking with this shower piece right here. Yeah, we got a nice little pooper too. Ooh, we've been getting blessed with those Asian poopers, the ones with the bidets. So I'll be making sure to put that to good use. Anyways, we're gonna shower up, change, and then go see the Eiffel Tower. All right, we're setting you guys up. Fit check. Can you guys see me? Barely, not even. Okay. We're wearing this ERD top. Nice little velveteen rabbit. We're wearing these pants from the row, and then we are wearing these Golden Goose shoes. This is like a little dash of old money, but also a little splash of pizzazz with the ERD kind of out there roses top. So this has actually been the style that I've been wearing for pretty much this entire trip. It's like a mix of like the more calm, not as like crazy, like chrome to the dome sort of shit, but then also we're tossing designer in there. It's not like full Iman mode where we're just like wearing Loro Piana and you can't tell. It's like we might go the row on the pant, but then go like chrome heart vest, or like in this case ERD shirt, you know, and then like toss on a Chanel bag, you know what I'm saying? So that's been the current vibe that we've been rocking with for this trip, and I think it's been going pretty well. Anyways, we're going to head to dinner and then take a look at the Eiffel Tower at night. It's been raining for like the past 2 hours. Hopefully tomorrow brings us some good weather so we can walk around and go shopping. Guys, they started singing songs at dinner, and now I'm really uncomfortable. I wasn't even planning on vlogging dinner, and now this guy's just singing. He's just strumming a guitar and singing. He's singing like the 8th grade winter formal song where you grab your crush and you're just like... I know that Sam Smithy hit. Alright guys, we just finished up dinner. First of all, there was 2 gay encounters here. The first one was there was 2 dudes sitting next to us at dinner, and I'm like side-eyeing them super hard, and they're just like looking me up and down like feisty, like fierce, bro, and they're talking about my shirt. I get it. My shirt is a little bit out there, could be taken in the wrong way, but I'm also seated across from a full-fledged woman, okay, so that already pre-identifies me as not their type. And they're like talking about my shirt, talking about, I wonder what fabric it is.
Is it satin? No, I looked a little bit closer. It wasn't satin. Like, ugh, stop looking at me. Sorry, that was rude. Don't look at me though. And then again, standing at the bar waiting for our Uber, which we currently still are. These first guys were a bit more low-key about it. Trench coat warriors. This one was a feather coat, okay? There was literal feathers spewing off of his shoulders. We're talking uber flamboyance from this one. And like talking like a female, you know? That's when they force it. They're trying to push the agenda on you. Nice try, buddy. I'm not falling for that shit. Anyways, standing at the bar, this dude walks up and he's like walking past us to go to our table, and he just like looks at me up and down and like looks directly into my eyes, like, and then walks away. Like, he fucked me with his eyes. I did not consent to that at all. That was like should not be legal. Anyways, first impressions of Paris, the food is gas and there's too many gays. It is quite literally a beautiful day in Paris, and we are a bunch of N-words out in Paris right now. Ball so hard, motherfuckers trying to find me. First N-words gotta find me. What's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Could you please remind me? Boom, drop that over the mixtape of us shopping and spending like $500,000 going through Paris. But first, we'll do a fit check for you guys because we know the Parisians, the Français, love their little outfits. We're honestly kind of scrambling because I didn't think that we were going to go to Paris, so this is about as good as it's going to get. First and foremost, we have this vintage Chanel bag. I've been wearing this everywhere. We're wearing this, damn, did I seriously get this shit fucking stained? Insane. We got this Chrome Hearts vest. We got some patches on the back. We are wearing these Kiltech washed black denim. Put this down so you guys can peep what's going on the bottom flow. We got these Kiltech wash denim, and then we're wearing these Margiela Gats. The goal is today, we're gonna do a couple things. So first of all, there's a Chrome store here. I wanna hit that up. Come on now, let's focus on. I wanna hit the Chrome store. The second store I wanna hit is the ERD store. I love their clothes. I wanna get a couple like fitted tees. The next store I wanna hit is Bottega because they have these slippers that are super fire that I really enjoy. There's a couple like luxury designer thrift stores that I wanna hit. I wanna hit the Row. I've been wearing a lot of the Row recently, and my style is evolving as the times are going on. I'm not all just like Hellstar the fuck down. I like doing fits like this where, you know, I can wear a plain white tee, a nice kind of, even though it's chrome, you know, a classy vest with my brand Kiltech, which is a streetwear brand, on the bottom, and then, you know, kind of like mixing the streetwear with more of like the high-end designer shit. I'm slowly kind of levitating towards that style. I don't know why. Influenced by Sweet Sound, probably the bro. He put me on. I cannot lie, he put me on very heavily. I was realizing that I was looking kind of insane just wearing like ripped jeans and like a fucking like ripped top, you know? Like, it's kind of nice to blend like the streetwear with the quiet luxury. I think it's pretty sick. So we're slowly fading into that realm. Anyways, we're going to go hit the Stows, see if Chrome has anything, see if any of these other stores have anything, and hopefully we don't drop too crazy of a bag. Luckily, everything out here is a lot cheaper than where it's at in the States. So again, if we are or want to buy anything, now is the time to do it. So let's go. We need to remember to take a thumbnail picture for this vlog. Look at all these little cute cafes. Kind of reminds me a little bit of London, except a little bit more distinguished. Not as like super city vibes. This is cool though. Alright guys, we're at Bottega right now. These pants are unbelievably fire, but the only problem, doesn't fit. So we're gonna try and find these in somewhere else, maybe buy them online. But I really like these. These are great. Like, the silhouette on them is awesome. The
Threading is incredible. I really like these. All right, guys, approximately an hour and 30 minutes later, we're still at Bottega after like really the majority of the time. I was probably sitting upstairs for like 30 minutes because the dude was just loafing. Apparently, he didn't think that I asked to try on shit, even though I did. So we're finally getting checked out now. I got these slippers. None of the pants fit me, which is unfortunate, but the homie in Miami has my size and stuff, so we got plugged in. And then we're going to hit Chrome, which is right next door, and then after that we'll just keep shopping around. Oh yeah, we're also going to eat because I'm kind of going insane. I also need a coffee and I'm just like panicking. Whole body is like vibrating right now. I can't even think straight. Okay guys, they had a lot of really pressure shit at Chrome, but of course it was not in my size because I'm just like the most typical size of every Chrome lover in the entire world, which is devastating, but it is what it is. I actually got some frames that are pretty sick. They're these brown glasses that the silhouette is really tough. There's another silhouette that I also wanted, but they didn't have them, but it's super easy to get Chrome glasses because Chrome glasses are like mass manufactured. It's like a completely different like segment of their brand, like the eyewear. So anyways, we're going to get some food right now because I'm absolutely just panicking. I literally can't think straight. But look at this, guys. We got the freaking Eiffel Tower. Oui, s'il vous plaît, have a baguette. And I'm going to give you some head.
Live review here, folks.
Je vais te chercher le chien. À chaque fois qu'il passe devant la boutique, devant le restaurant.
Macaroni for you. Enjoy. It's very hot, huh? Your time.
Do they even know what they just did with this? I'm about to say the N word in French. This is everything that In-N-Out wishes and wants to be. I wouldn't be surprised if the In-N-Out owner came here, ate this burger, and said, yeah, I can make a worse, shittier version of this, and mass market it to idiots in the United States. Oh my gosh. I'm actually about to climb behind the counter and just start fucking the chef right now. Sorry for the swear words, but dude.
Forget about it, bro. Come to this place. Come to this place, dog. Just come. Just literally, it's just come. It's so good. Anyways, I'm feeling incredible now. Let's go shopping. All right, guys, I'm feeling a lot better, recharged, as you can tell, with the slower tone of voice and the not eyes darting around. We're headed to Maison Margiela. All I see is numbers. It's right here on the left. And then we're gonna go to the Row. I'm actually wearing a Crow fit right now, a Crow Tech, dare I say. We have the Row on the T, Crow on the top, Tech on the pant, and mix it with a Nell on the bag. All right, guys, after a long day of shopping, we finally made it back and we're actually headed out to dinner right now. And then tomorrow I want to go, even though I was just saying that, I want to go shopping again. I want to go to the Row store because we didn't have any time to go to that today. So I want to go to the Row and then I want to go to the ERD store. So unfortunately, we don't really get to film in any of the stores, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'll give you guys... Also, the reason why we're buying all this shit out here is because we get to save a whole bunch of money on taxes. So again, if you buy this stuff out here, you can, like, I guess, file for the whatever VAT tax removal and all that. So pretty nice to be able to go shopping out here. And also the stuff is way cheaper. So I would much rather buy the stuff out here, not pay the taxes. You're pretty much getting all the stuff for like half the price, essentially. You're coming out here, buying the stuff that you want for cheaper, and then also not paying taxes on it, it's like a win, double win. So it's lit. Anyways, we're gonna head to dinner. Apparently this place is really nice. You have like a private room all to yourself, recommended by a lot of people. So we're gonna head there now. I'll show you guys what it's all about. And it's nice too because we have the private room, so I'll be able to take you guys along, show you guys all the stuff that we get, and we can just be chilling and vibing. Right, guys, we made it to our little private room. We pretty much just get this entire thing to ourselves. We got like music playing and all of this going on. We got literally, when have you guys, I mean, besides going and getting like a private room at like whatever, spending like $7,000 on like a private room at whatever, most like the nice places in Miami, it's kind of rare that like a restaurant puts every single person in a private room. Or I don't know if every single person is in a private room in this restaurant, but that's pretty much how the majority of this is, I guess. So I'm kind of going insane. This has been a theme. I'm going a little bit insane with how hungry I am, and my phone's been blowing up from work. So that's the one thing that I'm excited to get back to the East Coast for, is just like everybody being on the same time zone as me, because this entire morning was like super chill. Nobody was talking to me because everybody was asleep. But now everybody's wide awake and like they're ready to go, get into work. But like now should be my wind down time, eating, chilling, literally chilling. But now everyone's just like blowing up my phone. But that's the name of the game when you're a businessman, just your phone blowing up 24/7, 365. Anyways, I'm excited for food and I'm excited to go to bed. I'm pretty sleepy. And then we'll head home tomorrow. Quick little stop in Paris. I want to come back here though. This place has been super cool. This is low-key better than London. I definitely feel safer here, and I loved London. London was super sick, but I like the vibe here just a little bit better. It's very similar vibes, but I like this a little bit better. And you know what I learned from this entire traveling thing? I don't like the United States. I feel like I've been saying that a lot over the past couple of vlogs. The United States is, well, let's watch my words here. I'm proud to be a US citizen, and I love living in Puerto Rico. However, the actual like states, yes, I'm not the biggest fan. Florida, like even just the name Florida, you know, it sounds like trash, you know.
Yeah.
That sounds bad, but yeah, it sounds like trash. California sounds like weed. New York sounds pretty freaking good because New York is good. Probably the only other place that I would be willing to go to nowadays, especially after this trip. This entire trip, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, even Egypt, like Luxor was some pressure. Granted, we were just like kind of going around in all the bougie parts, but Cairo, you can miss me off that. That was like a war zone. Paris, beautiful. 2026, the year of TJR worldwide. Okay, we're just gonna be all over the place. Anywhere but the United States, essentially. Anyways, let's eat. Once this food comes.
And we went to go visit him, and he put us at the owner's table in the back corner at 11, which is like private.
What restaurant do you guys know that lets you play V's on the speaker? Look at that one. Ready, Eric? Do an edit with the food. Ready? I wonder how many times this song has been played in this restaurant. Probably so many times. Probably played way too many times. Really sets the tone. Alright guys, we got the food here. We got a little lobster pasta, we got a little Dover sole, we got some steak, we got some French fries. I'm really hungry. And we're in Paris. Let's do this. Let's see what this is hitting for. Just gonna try this shit out.
Yummy?
Yeah, Dover sole is very good. Let's see what the steak's hitting for. Anyways, now we're going to eat, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, little Paris gremlins. I'm gonna eat and go to bed. So this is the end of tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. People, it's another day in Paris. So we'll do a fit breakdown for you guys real quick. We got the row on the long sleeve, Go Yard Clutcher. And today we leave Paris. We're going to go grab some breakfast, a little cafe muncher, and then we're going to head to the row, see if we can find anything else there, hit the ERD store, and then rotate on out of here. Pack everything up, and then we'll be back in Miami. All right, bros, we made it to the cafe, got some like avocado toast, some coffee, and I'm also going just absurdly performative on them. I got a matcha latte to go, literally just for a TikTok. I don't even like matcha, but I literally got the matcha for a TikTok. Holy pressure cooker. We got the avocado toast. We got whatever this is. Boys, don't question the orders from others. Just get what you get and don't throw a fit. I didn't order that one. Let's just put it like that. We'll see if it's good, but it's like peanut butter, caramel, and chocolate. Like, peanut butter and chocolate go together. Caramel with it, though? What are we doing? Anyways, I'm gonna try. All right, guys, post-game review. As expected, a lot going on. Lots of chocolate, but it wasn't bad. Avocado toast is literally off the plate because it was good. I think we're ready to go. Unfortunately, we still have like 50 minutes until the row opens, but it's okay because we can just walk there and then maybe see if anything else is open around that area, or we could walk to ERD. Whichever one's farther is the one that we should walk to be completely honest. That would like get us time, get us steps in, because we're about to sit on a freaking 10-hour flight, which I haven't even mentally prepared myself for yet. So yeah, now that I thought about that, I'm like kind of getting annoyed. Guys, look, it's those little gold statue things. Look, it's the Paris things. Paris, France. I see your underpants. Look at those gold things. Like, look at this. There's no way that's real, right? Golden trumpet. Yeah, bro, that's gotta be like some fake shit. They just spray painted it. Because look, somebody could easily climb into like Zeus's hand right there and just grab the little shit. Obviously it's illegal, but they got no freaking cops perusing this place. Shit's light work, bro. One hardcore parkour guy gets up there, it's game over, bro. Boys, I shouldn't have worn these golden geese. They're low-key ripping my toes up, and no, these people are pissed at us because we're American and we're jaywalking. Yeah, bro, my toes are getting fucked up right now. There's definitely a blister runner on this shit. Eric, I'm gonna get you nice B-roll. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm talking, and this is like perfect B-roll clip. La la la, oh, Paris, France, baguette, France. Guys, I've never been to this place before. Look, that's an Egypt thing. That's one of the obelisk things that we saw in Luxor that was gifted to the France. Anyways, I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys that this place is beautiful. Look at these lamps. Look at, there's just statues everywhere and just like drip shit. This place is bro. Moral of the story, the United States is just like trying to copy off of all of these other beautiful countries that did it first and did it better. Point blank period. And the United States did it worse. I'm proud to be a United States citizen because our passport is great, strong, independent country. Because obviously, you know, all countries have their flaws. But the countries that we've been visiting as of recently have been changing my mind a bit about where I want to spend the majority of my time for real. So, I mean, yeah, this is very, very pretty stuff. Look at this lion's ball sack. Look at this. Look at his balls hanging out the back. See, that's how detailed they were. They would even have the lion's just sack hanging out. And everybody's looking at me like I'm a freak, but they literally do. And he has furry balls. You guys remember when Boogie had his balls? Oh, I literally made a vlog about Boogie losing his balls. That was legendary.
Guys, we just finished up at
The row picked up some more of the t-shirts and like a nice little collared tee. And we're gonna call it a day there. I got some stuff from Valencia. Unfortunately, we didn't have any time to go to ERD, which really blows because that was like the one place that we really wanted to go to, but it was closed yesterday. And then we were fucking around today, so it is what it is. There will be another time we'll come back here because I love it here in like a couple months, and there will be a lot more stuff for us to do. There's no reason to cry about it. So with that being said, we're going to head back to the hotel, pack it up, and call it a day. Let's go.
Get our refunds.
All right, guys, this is what my Rimowa looks like. Everybody says, get a Rimowa, get a Rimowa, until you literally have to tape it every single time you go on a plane because the freaking lock is busted, bruh. Hold on, let me show you. Look, the lock, look at the top of this lock. Come on, bro, this gimbal shit is so stupid. Look, the top of this shit busted wide the fuck open. Everybody says, get a Rimowa, oh, best suitcase in the game. Fuck no, fuck no, literal no. It's not the best suitcase in the game. Matter of fact, it's probably the easiest broken suitcase in the game. And the way that they get you is they say, well, one, it's like super clout brand, but two, the way that they get you is they justify the super big price by saying, oh yeah, we'll fix it anytime it breaks, because they know the shit's going to break the second that you put that bitch on the ground. I've now broken my Rimowa like 4 times. This is the 4th time that my Rimowa is broken, and I've had this suitcase for maybe 2 years. 2 years, 4 breaks. So that's around 1 break every 6 months. That's not a normal suitcase. That's a shit box suitcase. Like if you were to get a suitcase from Walmart and it broke 6 months into you using it, you would say, this brand sucks. This brand sucks. I don't care, Rimowa. Like, you guys need to figure it the fuck out, dude. You can't have my bag comes down, the baggage claim shit at LAX, and the wheel is off, the freaking lock is busted, the handle's broken. There's literal, look, let me see if I have, bro, look at this, look at this. This is what happened to my other one. Luckily, the little thing isn't pointing out, but right here, see right here, there's supposed to be one of these things. This was what I had to fix previously. There was literal screws poking out that made me bleed because I grabbed my suitcase off the shit and it bounces into my leg, which a normal suitcase would have been fine. Rimowa, no, because it's fucking broken and they have literal razor sharp screws pointing out and it stabs me in the leg. Are you freaking serious? Long story short, don't get a Rimowa. Go to Walmart, get yourself a suitcase that's going to last literally longer than a Rimowa. Obviously, you know, Rimowa, it's like a one-time fee because you buy it once and then they're going to fix it over and over and over again. I've been traveling for the last month and I haven't had time to bring this into a store. So, you know, like what happens when you break the suitcase right when you start the vacation? It sounds good in theory if your vacation is like, you know, a week long, but then what happens if it breaks while you're on vacation and there's not a Rimowa store at the place that you're at? Then you're stuck with a broken suitcase and you have to find a way to ship that bitch home so that they can go and fix it once you're home. It's just like a mess as is. That's my rant on Rimowa. Anyways, we are all packed up. Oh, one more thing. Guys, wait, no, I already told you guys about this, but I want to see how much money I save on taxes. We spent, how much did we spend? Probably like $20,000. We spent like 20K in total, so that should be able to save us like probably a couple $1,000s in taxes. I think it's like these Chrome Hearts frames. How much does it say I save in taxes on this? I don't think it even says anything. I have to download the app. Forget that. I think I was getting text. I think we'll probably save like $4,000 in taxes because that would be like 5%. It's pretty freaking good. So in turn, we actually only spent 15K and everything's cheaper here. Hashtag motion. Whenever I'm going to go shopping, I'll just spend a couple $1,000 on a flight over to Paris. And then, wow, that's actually way smarter. You spend a couple $1,000 when you know you're going to crash out shopping. You go to Paris, buy everything, and then Boom. I think this is how we're gonna wrap up the vlog. Paris, it's been great. I want to come back. Definitely wish we had more time here because it was a super cool city. I prefer this slightly over London. It seems a little bit safer. It's nicer, a little bit more chillax. But yeah, this rounds up our long, very crazy travel month extravaganza that I've been on. That being said, I love and appreciate you boys. I'll catch you guys in the next vlog. Who knows what that's going to be? Maybe Coachella vlog. So, all right. Peace.